All right, in this lesson, we're going to cover just some housekeeping, best ways to keep yourself sane, and how to update your prompt and how to have some version control. Everyone has their own style. I'll show you the simplest way of approaching it using Google Docs as a way of keeping your master prompt organized. So what ends up happening is you're going to eventually start updating your prompts. And if you do directly in the prompt area within the agent, you may get to a point where you're updating it so much that you end up breaking it, and now you have no way of recovering it because you have no copy of your prompt. So the first thing I always do before I go into any prompt edits would be, I'll go into my agent. Let's assume we'll go to this agent over here. And let's assume this was from the marketplace that we selected. I'm going to put in one of my self-selling agents over here. Okay, so I have my self-selling agent. We're going to save it. Okay, so now, suppose I want to make some changes. There's some spelling errors or issues, or I have a new client. This is not what I want to call it anymore. So I'm going to copy this out. Literally, I'll just copy the whole thing. I'll come here, and I'm going to paste it down over here. So that's my first step. So we'll call this my self-selling agent prompt. So that's current state. So I'll call that master prompt. Okay, so now I want to modify it. I'm going to do is duplicate this one over here, and we'll call this, so instead of Kick-Ass Marketing, it's going to be for marketing solutions. Assume that's the name of the new client I have. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to replace this with, so there's 8 areas. We'll call it marketing solutions. So let's make sure I'm only replacing it strictly in this one, not all the other ones. So I'm going to replace it, replace, and replace. Now that's it. I don't want to go and update the master one. So that's good. So now you're acting as a custom AI receptionist. These are my objectives. That's great. David. So you're going to try to book a call with Kim. We'll just say that's the name. I'm just making it up on the fly. So see, I made a mistake right now. I'm in my master prompt. Let me go back a step. All right. I want to stick in here. So David, we'll say Kim, David, and I'll just do it manually just for my own sake. It doesn't really matter. This is just more for consistency's sake. I'm doing this. David, good. Okay, I'm in the wrong prompt now. Good. Another thing I do as well is I make note of the date, December 14th, in case there's variations to it as well. Okay, so it's ready to go. Now, that's basic housekeeping for if you're duplicating prompts. Now I'd come in here over here, I'll paste it in, and now this prompt is ready to go. So suppose now, oh, I just saw a mistake. Why did I have a mistake? There's one more David I missed at the bottom. Over here, Kim and Kim Martin. Okay, so that's great. Let me select all again, paste it in. My agent is ready to go. Okay, so now the next thing is, suppose there's something going wrong in this agent. It's not working out. What I tend to do is I copy it out and I will post in ChatGPT, and I'll say, but you don't even have to overprompt it. Keep it simple as possible. I'm building a voice AI agent on high level. Here is the prompt. Let's just see what it says. I'm not even going to do anything beyond that. All right, let's read what it says. I'll break it into A, what's wrong? Duplicate prompt blocks. You fully duplicate entire role. Object conversational flow twice. Why is bad at high level? So let's see, objectives. You fully duplicate entire role twice. Let's see what it's referring to. Objectives. All right. I don't know what it's saying over here. Reaches causes re-entry bugs. You've seen this before. No duplicates. So let me mention this is meant to be a selling agent. Let's see if that does it. So now reading through it, getting the feedback. So this will be trial and error. Remember one thing, ChatGPT will always give you feedback and it'll always tell you to improve it. You have to draw a line of where is too much. So here, self-selling labels value real time, make booking the default outcome. So I know it works already. I've already tested it out a few times. So this is giving additional feedback. What I like about it cleans up the layout. And one thing you might want to do is sometimes it has a tendency to just giving you text all splashed over here. If you want to make sure you're getting it in this format, you may want to say, provide, it doesn't make sense in this context because it already gave it to me. You'll say provide in markdown language in a one code block. This is referred to as a code block over here. This makes it super easy for you to just copy the code and paste it in. So we're not going to make any changes based on the feedback right now, but this just gives you an understanding of how I would use ChatGPT to triage issues a lot of times as well. One other thing I would do is if something's not working right, let me create a new chat. So what I would do is go to my dashboard. Do I have anything? I would grab the transcript. I would take the whole transcript. All right. I'll copy the transcript into ChatGPT. Here is a call transcript and the prompt for the call. It's not, let's say it's not working correctly and whatever. Keep it very simple. So here's a transcript and let's grab the prompt. The prompt is going to be wrong because I overwrote the previous prompt, but in essence, you would just use ChatGPT to help you triage it. I would copy the transcript. So for some of the examples I would have is I would call the agent and I would say, hey, are you open right now? It says, yes, we're open, even though it's closed. In the prompt, the hours are 12 to 5 and it's closed between the hours of 2 and 3, for example. And I call it at 2:30. It says, yes, we're open. So obviously the LLM is misunderstanding the time period of open and close. So I would provide the transcript, I would provide the prompt, and the LLM will tell me, yeah, you're right. There is a mistake. This is how you would fix it. So this is how I would use ChatGPT to help me triage the issue. And you want to fix one problem at a time and retest it over and over and over again. And try to make incremental changes. If you try to fix too many things at the same time, you don't know what is fixing your problem, and you may inadvertently add a new problem to the prompt itself. Every time you make a fix, make sure you keep a bit of a revision history over here. So if I'm changing this one prompt over here, I would add a sub tab and I would make, added guardrails, or then I have another version of it, added section 11, for example. So if you have sections, you number them. This is where you're knowing what you're doing. And when you get to your final version, then create a new master template saying final version, and this is what it is, and give it a date so you know which version you're working with. So these are some of the tricks in order to work with prompts, optimize your prompts, find your issues. One other thing you can do as well is what I tend to do. I don't know if everyone does that, is I would talk to my agent. I would give it so I would just verbally talk to it, or sometimes I would have it listen in on a call. It just listens in on the whole call, transcribes it for me, and then it would give me feedback. So you can see on the screen, it's listening in right now. So this is how you would do one way, or you can have a dialogue with ChatGPT. Let me put it on. Hey chat, so I'm testing out a voice AI agent and I need some feedback from you on how to optimize the handling of the prompt.
Absolutely, Superfur. I'm here to help. Just let me know what part of the prompt you're looking to optimize or what specific feedback you need. We can definitely dive in and fine tune it.
So I'm not sure if the sound came through on the actual mic. Perhaps it did, but to give you an idea, you can have a conversation with the LLM in order to optimize your prompt. Don't overdo it. Try to keep it as simple as possible and build on the prompt itself. So I've built prompts where for various chiropractors, podiatrists, or massage therapists, where it's very locked in. And the prompt is someone calls in, we ask them, what are they calling for? They're here to book an appointment. We ask them, are you a new patient or an old or existing patient? Depends on the track we go down. We have our own pathing in the prompt. If they're a new patient, we'll tell them, great. what's your first name, last name, and your email? No problem. And then we'll say, hey, we're going to send you an SMS with the booking link. And then we send them the SMS with the booking link during the call. If they're an existing patient, we tell them, perfect. Then we send them a different path as well. Or if they have an emergency, we have a call transfer happening during the call. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Once you lock down your prompt and it works extremely well, then use that one and make minor modifications and improvements to it, because the prompt itself, once you lock it down, that is your IP and it is what is going to give you the value for your clients. So I hope this helps. I'll see you in the next lesson.